So last time I left off, I was going to New York, and my first time going into the city to make a delivery, and like I thought, it was going to be a little bit chaotic. There was a ton of traffic getting into the city, and then I parked on one side street. I was like right in the heart of everything. I walked to the front of the building, the address, and then I asked the guys out front, I don't know if they were like valet, just to confirm. And he said, "Yep, that's the address, that's the building right there." So I go in and I'm looking, and I see a sign that says like Empire State or something. I'm like, whoa, is this the Empire State Building? Because when you're right outside of it, you can't really tell unless you're like almost in the street. When you look up, you can see the building, but like the base kind of spreads out a little bit, as you would imagine. And so yeah, so I was in the lobby. Spoke to the gentleman by the stairs, and he told me that they take loads through the loading dock area on the side of the building. I think it was like 133rd Street or something like that. So I looped around the building, and I parked right in the loading dock area. So they had cones there blocking off, like being able to back into it. So I parked right in front of the cones, and I put my flashers on, walked in, spoke to the security guards, and I just wanted to make sure I was parked in an okay area. And he said, "Yep, that's a perfect spot." He said, "I just needed to contact the person that I was delivering to come down, because the load I was dropping off wasn't that big. It was only 4 or 5 gallon buckets of some construction material. I forget exactly what the item was, but I was just waiting for them to come down, and I was walking back over to my truck with the security guys, because there were a few of them just kind of hanging out like outside their office there. Mind you, their office is probably like not even 50 feet from where I was parked. Like, I was right next to my truck the whole time. And I'm walking up, and I see this meter maid officer lady, and she's approaching my van, and I see her looking at it, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And she looks at me, and then she's like, "Oh, nope, it's too late. I'm writing you a parking ticket." And I'm like, "Lady, where do you want me to park? You know, this is the loading dock." Like, it seems pretty absurd that you're going to give me a ticket when I'm parking at the loading dock where security has told me to park. I'm not blocking the street. I'm not doing anything wrong. And so we go back and forth for a bit. She's really not giving me a reason. She's kind of like giving me attitude, like ignoring what I'm asking her, and being like, "You see these cars and these?" I'm like, "Yes, these trucks are parked in the loading dock, and this one is delivering food." And there are a whole bunch of trucks parked there. At the time, I didn't see any other tickets, and then after she hit my truck, she hit this other truck, which I'm sure he probably had the same feelings I did. But he didn't get back until well after she left. So I went and spoke to the security guards. Well, actually, one of them was right there. He saw the whole thing, and he was like in her face the whole time. You know, props to that guy. You know, props to their whole security team. They were all really chill. And so that guy was getting on her case, like, "What are you doing?" You know, it's like we're just trying to conduct business in your city. Like, I get you want to write these tickets to make money for the city and all this stuff, but I'm sure they make millions off of that, because she must have just been waiting there, because it was literally right after I parked. But it's just frustrating when you're in business, especially the transportation business like this,